When millions of Texans lost power during last month's winter storm, it was a very dangerous time for families battling the brutal cold right inside their own homes.
And Keith, some families faced an even greater threat. The lack of electricity left them without access to the machines that they depend on to survive. And tonight, KPRC2 investigator Bill Spencer takes a brand new look at what's being done to prevent this from ever happening again.
Kind of went into overdrive. Prayed a lot.
Like so many others in our community, Laura Taylor and her family lost all power last month.
Even though we thought we were prepared in an emergency, we quickly realized that because we were without power for 48 hours, that created a major problem.
You see, Laura's daughter Julie relies on machines to keep her alive.
We were charging devices in the car and doing the best we could to keep her treatments going on an ongoing regimen.
The family worked frantically to keep those machines charged, and then a water pipe burst.
The room was flooding and water was pouring, through here, and we had a waterfall at the edge of our garage.
It was terrifying and messy, but they survived. Now Laura wants to make sure that never happens again, both for her family and for the many others in need.
The largest number of deaths will most likely be from those that were somehow, needing, electricity to live.
Senator Lois Kolkhorst is an outspoken advocate for equal rights for those with disabilities. She says what happened last month was a huge wake-up call.
It is far past time for us to make necessary changes that we need for everyone.
I want you to take a look at this website right here. It's the State of Texas Emergency Assistance Registry, or STEER. It's supposed to let local governments and electrical providers know if there's a critical power need at your home. Laura says her daughter Julie's name is on this registry, but it didn't help her one bit. So basically this registry doesn't do anything, nothing.
Exactly, but nobody knew that.
Okay.
The problem is that it doesn't do anything, but everybody was led to believe that this is going to save you.
Rachel Cohen-Miller is with the advocacy group Disability Rights Texas. She explains what went wrong.
The problem is that it has no teeth behind it. There's nothing in the law that requires it, and there's nothing that requires the cities or counties to do anything.
While the state gathered that information, there wasn't a great segue to our local government.
Now, Senator Kolkhorst is looking at options.
Do you plan on launching any legislation that would provide electric generators for people who are disabled and will be without power and are going to need some way to power their equipment?
Yeah, I think after every natural disaster, generators are definitely a discussion. I'm really interested in is having a place where a potential shelter that has a big enough generator that can power up all of these machines.
We need to make certain that those Texans who are most vulnerable are protected, that there is a safety net.
We have to make these changes now, and I just want everyone listening to know that it starts with a reliable grid.